Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Somina and I'm a new, not new per se, but I'm quite new on the YouTube streets, and I'm here actually to do a get to know. I've been posting videos, but I feel like you guys don't really know me that much. In order to connect with me, you need to know me. So I'm here to do a get to know me video. This actually is a get to know me video for the get to know me video, so you guys can know me very well and get acquainted with me, right? Good. Okay, so I actually wrote down some questions that I'll be asking myself and answering at the same time. So the first question is, what is your name? My name is Sumina Benson. Ni Cookie. I was formerly Cookie, now I'm Benson because I'm a married woman, and so I no longer go by my parents' name, my father's name. Not like I've really changed it though, but for the record, I'm no longer. I am Sumina Benson, who was formerly Cookie. So, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a legal practitioner. I studied and I'm practicing law. I studied law in the University of River State. It was formerly University of Science and Technology. Now it is River State University, RSU. Yes, it was before called University of Science and Technology, but now it is River State University. Okay, tell us about yourself. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit about myself. My name is Sumina. Like I said, I'm a legal practitioner. I'm a wife and a mother. I'm a mom of two. Yes, I'm a mom of two, and I live in Port Harcourt, and I've lived all my life in Port Harcourt. I just had few times when I traveled for school. Not my primary school was in Port Harcourt, secondary school Port Harcourt, university Port Harcourt. It was when I had to go to law school that I traveled out of Port Harcourt to Kano, because that one was not my making. You know, my parents had this belief that you just have to be where they can see you while you're schooling and all of that. So you know, they had this belief that if you go out when they cannot see you, you go astray and all of that. So I've lived all my life in Port Harcourt. Just a year, it wasn't even up to a year, when I went for law school. I did my law school in Kano, yes, Kano State, and I did my service in Bayelsa. It's more like I'm in Port Harcourt. So Kano is like the only law school is like the only thing that's taking me out of Port Harcourt, like for a long period of time, because I had to stay there. I went there in December of 2017, and I stayed all through like 2018, then came back I stayed January, February, March, April. So Kano was the only reason why I had to leave Port Harcourt to somewhere else. If not, outside law school, I don't think. And I'm so grateful to God that I actually went for law school in Kano. You know, initially when my posting came out and I saw that it was Kano, I cried, because I have never been outside Port Harcourt before. So I cried. I felt bad that they had to send me. All I wanted, in as much as I didn't want to, there was no law school in Port Harcourt as at then. I didn't want to go anywhere far. Kano was like a whole day and the next morning on the road Yeah, and I went by road. So it was a journey for me. So I didn't want it at all. So that's the only reason why I went out of Port Harcourt, law school, and then service I served in Bayelsa State. Those two places. I don't think I've been anywhere else outside Kano and Bayelsa State. No. Okay, so in the course of my introduction, I've already introduced myself. I'm married and I have two kids, two girls. I have two girls. One is 4 years old, Karen Benson, and the other is Valerie Benson, and that one is 1. If you have been seeing my videos that I've been posting of recent, they have been appearing on my videos, because what is me without them, right? Okay, what other thing can I say? What do you like about motherhood? Motherhood for me is a really serious word. Like, prior to when I became a mother, I never expected it to be what it is. Right now, I'm a mom without a help. So that's why I'm saying it's a really serious word for me. One thing I like about motherhood, although motherhood can be devastating sometimes, it is draining, but the only thing that I like, or one of the things I like about being a mother, is the fact that your little ones depend solely on you. Like, you know, when you have that feeling that you have little people get to meet you for virtually everything they want in life. Like, apart from the fact that they're always calling your name, mommy, mommy, mommy this, mommy that, mommy that, it can be frustrating. The name calling can be frustrating, but you see the fact that they can't really do this until you attend to them, or they can't really do that until you attend to them. I have 2 under 5, and I know what I'm saying. I don't have a help. It's just once in a while. I'm not even saying it because I am happy. Ever since my last help left, I've not gotten anybody to stay with me since. I've been looking, I've been checking. I even had to take a break from going to work and all of that, but I still couldn't get anybody to stay with me, to help me. The last time they brought someone, the person told me she was coming back, and then she left and never came back just that same day. So I don't know, it's been a roller coaster, and I'm still praying that God sends me someone that will really stay with me and take good care of my kids, because they are, at the long run, the major priority and the whole essence of getting someone. So I've not really gone into active search, because the last person that stayed with me actually did me a little dirty. So I've not really gone into active search to get another person to stay with me, right? So that is it for me about motherhood. I love being their mom. I love the fact that they get to rely on me for virtually everything. And then another thing that is painful yet sweet is the fact that you have to share your money, your earnings, with your kids. Like, it's a kind of fulfillment for me when I go out, see stuff that I like for my kids, and I have the money to get it for them, and then I just buy it. I may not, sometimes I don't think about it, I just buy the things because, okay, They are for my kids. I take it as a consolation that they are for my kids. Then those things now, the place where it really gets me upset is when you bring it, come back, you buy it rather, get back home, and they are using it anyhow, and you'll be like, something that I spent money to buy. So that for me is what I really like about motherhood. The fact that I get to put a smile on my little ones' faces, right? Okay. So what do you like about being a legal practitioner? The fact that this one is really funny. The fact that you get to know everybody's story. Okay, first of all, I never planned on practicing law. Like growing up, I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer from the very beginning of life. When they told me, when I knew what do you want to be, from the very first time they started asking me that question, I don't think I've ever changed. The only thing I changed from law to was being a teacher. And my mother was always saying, God forbid, you can't be a teacher, you can't be a teacher, and all that. But the two things I've said, and one was being a lawyer and the other was being a teacher. And I actually got what I wanted, being a lawyer, right? From here, I can actually still be a lecturer, or it's still left for me, right? But I never planned on going to court. Yes, I wanted to be a lawyer, possibly because then when we were in school, we all had our lives planned out. We used our hand to plan our life and be like, if just by the time you just finish school now, just get on company work, just be going to the office, just be a corporate body and all of that. Corporate body did not corporate body for everybody. So what next? I had to start going to court. I had to get familiar with court cases and all of that. The sweet thing about being a lawyer is the fact that you will hear people's stories. You will hear stories, like especially for divorce cases. You will hear cases, you will hear stories that sometimes you just need the mind and the grace of God actually to carry on, because most times it's not just divorce. Most times people will come to you for chieftaincy matters. You will not hear story. When I say stories, stories that you were not even born. Like there are some stories that I hear and I'm like, some people that will come to, they'll tell you, this person is supposed to come and testify, right? Like be a witness for a particular case. The man is old. Do you get? And as a lawyer, you would accord some kind of respect. Most times when they come to the office, you want to listen. Sometimes you'll be tired, you'll be fed up, but you just have to listen because you will do your case now, right? So that's one sweet thing I like about being a lawyer, because you just stay and stories will just come to you. You just be hearing stories, you just be hearing things that you don't even know that this one couldn't have happened in my time. This one must have happened. Like you hear stories like, okay, for example, there was one time there was a chamber I worked with, and the story I didn't even know it was, we're doing a case with Amadioha, chief priest of Amadioha, and I did not even know. So that's one beauty of the profession. You get to, because the moment you put those stories down, anybody that comes to work in that chamber get to read it. Like stories just come to you. You're not looking for amebo. Amebo just come and meet you. Like being a lawyer, you are a first class amebo. That's what being a lawyer is. is all about. Okay, so I think my video is getting too long. I think I'll have to do another one. So I want you guys to actually like, share, comment, and I want to build a community on YouTube here. So I want you guys to come on board with me. Like anything you want me to do, any video, I'm a motherhood content creator. That's what I want to go into. Lifestyle, storytelling, and all of that. I've got lots of stories to tell you guys, so I want you guys to connect with me, be my buddies, and let's go on this journey together. Okay, thanks guys for watching. Like, comment, and leave a comment. Thank you. Bye.